Love, agape, is the way. Eternal bliss exists with Love Dream from Franz Liszt. So it is.
Clairception Melchizedek, a name that this individual went by for a few long years. He's also gone by the names Skylax Arthur Bolt or Skyart Bolt's son. He claims to be a maestro, ambassador, a poetic artist. But to me, he's much more. To me, he's more of a omnipotent being, a spiritual leader, and a true sign that the spirit world has peeked into our reality and created a being that is much more powerful, much more mindful, and much more loving of all.
Heaven high, heaven high, heaven high there, beloveds. You're so beautiful. You're so absolutely beautiful. Be a chalice for God's holy palace, devoid of all malice. Be a golden rainbow yin-yang chalice, crystallizing, fire-wising, divinizing all that you see. May they be enveloped by Christ's loving ingenuity. Elijah, what's up? I love you. I love you. You're amazing. We're in this win together. What is sin but sucking idiotic nuts? Level up, buttercups. Sin. Throw all that shit into the holy fiery trash bin. Be for the cosmic global win. Are you in this global win? Love you. Who are thee, if you are not a sacred variation of me? Remember that, now and for eternity.
His story begins November 4th, 1996, in what I believe to be Portland, Oregon. But I'm not quite sure. I do know, in fact, that he attended Gordon Russell Middle School and Sam Barlow High School, and he also attended Mount Hood Community College.
You know what I've learned from this extremely humbling process? That fear is an illusion. It's an agreement to reptilian ideology that want you to believe that you are only at home or in home to the degree that you are in shelter. But I'm actually home free, you see. And I've come to realize that true sovereignty does not come from a normality, privileged state of being.
I first came across Clairception on a random day in July 2018. I was with two friends. Clairception rode by on his bike near the Fred Meyer by our houses. And he said, "Be true to thyself, be true to thyself." We followed him. And one of the first things he said once I started recording him was this.
Truth is stranger than fiction. You've been reading a fiction novel your whole entire life. It's time you fucking burn that fiction novel and start waking up to who and what you truly are. In so doing, you'll realize that you're infinite power and infinite love, and there is such thing as extraterrestrials, and they're actually helping us here right now. And maybe they're even genetically modifying you youngsters, you.
He then started to make reoccurring appearances in our lives, and he was always spreading his wisdom. We also found out that we hung out in the same area of woods, that he smoked a lot of weed, and the same area of woods where he then created this masterpiece of a video, the Poem of Truth.
Say that it is thy divine birthright that even on the darkest night you may transcend all plight. Why? Oh, because you are so much more than you've ever been taught, and now is the time to relinquish thy fear-based self-sabotaging thoughts. So, I ask thee, who are thee, if you are not me? It's not you, it's not me. It is the light that envelops the collective we.
And to further prove that he had fully ingrained himself in all of our lives, he made a rather famous appearance in one of my most popular YouTube videos ever, with 636 views, The Mage's Battle for Freedom.
What the fuck was that?
Well, hello there, oh my Professor Chinolinis. Now, feed thy fellows, and you are fed yourself, for we are all on the same ship here.
Oh shit, I'm hungry.
So let go, and you will know as you go. Let it go. So I must be on my raspberry dicky horn way, back home, where I belong.
Yeah. Life is a sweet, sour kiss. Are you going to align to where eternal bliss exists? Or are you gonna incur the ramifications of the chalice of malice? It's a distorted dark fist. Yeah, I choose sensual bliss that eternally exists. This is what I say to my girls. Girl, don't make this platonic. You know our sensual chemistry is completely and utterly, ineffably harmonic. I'll play your pussy in G-spot, minor harmonic. Yeah, and play you in clit major. I'll do you the sensual flavor. Favor. Yeah, the super best of the best. The super G-E-N-I-U-S consciousness. Yeah, it's with the collective mind all the time, celestially sublime. There are no egoic crimes in my world. Welcome to my kingdom where there is no competition, only infinite galactivation.
After the summer of 2018 ended, me and my friends kind of stopped seeing Clairception around, and our interactions with him kind of switched on to online, on Facebook Messenger.
Brother, at the end of the day, bro, are you getting some pussy or what? Or dick if you want that, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, I take all the theoretical knowledge so that I practically apply so as to master. And then glitches want to fucking suck my D-I-C-K because I'm the Uni Agape Hippie Parade. It's a grand celestial sensual parade, if you know what I mean, bro.
Meet me in the bathroom at Barlow. I'm going to be heading to your place relatively soon to meet with Mr. Pole. I got kicked out of Sam Barlow High School.
Meet me in the bathroom. At Barlow.
Go Bruins.
Around this time was about the time that we really didn't understand what he was saying, and we thought he was insane, psycho, crazy weirdo. So we would kind of just tease him on the chats. And you know, I'm just gonna act out one of our chat logs right now. We are returning to the shack. The raspberry dickhorns need their leader. They need lead themselves as the masses inform that they are, yes? Thy leader has all faith in his fellow leaders leading parades large enough to support millions. But thou must see thy shack. For sure, going to get some food first. Where? Fred Myers, be there in 15 minutes, most likely. Thy leader would like to meet you at the shack relatively soon. You guys down? I received a vision about how to most optimally utilize the space. You'll like it. Almost done eating and about to pick up a joint. Raspberry dickhorns, and I'll meet you there at a specific time. What time you thinking? Hurry before the penile serpent eats the shack. You gotta blow joint smoke in his face to cast him out of this universe. I just phased into another dimension. Phase into the shack. I'm heading to get a joint. Then subsequently comes the view of the shack. We're all at home now. It's 5:14. You're not your parents, bitch. It was weird. I was talking to this person, but not verbally. The only amount of control someone has over you is the amount you give them. My thoughts teleported into their head. You can do that. What did you receive? They were the receiver. Also, my reflection is absent now. So some raspberry ejaculation, I see. It is thus conceivable that the only reflection you will ever see is the level of consciousness you have attained thus far. Do you understand? It's all awareness. It's all perception. You give it your own meaning. Have you seen Doctor Strange? Yes, pretty cool movie. It was like that, but in real life. You gotta watch The Matrix. Like transmitting a raspberry dickhorn STD upon their face. Perfect. No, like I told them sentences without saying them out loud. Seriously though, I encourage you to deeply immerse yourself in watching The Matrix, Neo. I was asleep, looking upon myself sleeping at the same time. Astral projection, I see. Trippy, huh? You explore infinite worlds, dimensions, once you achieve separation from the body, but not indispensable. And I was told stories of many wars that haven't taken place on this planet. What was said? There's going to be split between light and dark, so it doesn't surprise me. So you have a choice. Be God made manifest in form. I was shown a strange thing of samurai-looking green people impaling each other with spears. I am here, I am here, I am here, I know who I am, what I am, and how I serve as God made realized in form. Perhaps it was symbolic. Maybe extraterrestrials would intervene. Who knows? I have no plans on intervening. As part angel and part ascended master in form, I have been told that there will be a split. Darkness will seek to cling onto the phone booth amidst a hurricane. I enjoyed the war. I wished to sit upon a throne and watch upon many wars unfold. Why? War is separation, war is fear, war is hell. Entertainment. And hell is war. They are one and the same. Our job is to move behind it. But hell is not bad. Not saying it is. You must perceive it in that way. I do not see it as bad. There are no judgments. Phone is about to die. We'll elaborate. After the war, only the strongest will remain and a uniform society will thrive. 1%.
Heaven high, heaven high, heaven high there. Well, how about we talk a little bit about that pineal gland, that which is celestially, multidimensionally grand. So you see, the pineal gland is what's known as a transducer. It's an alchemist. It renders you the perception when it's stimulated for you to see beyond all layers of deception, that is the mist.
So during the 2020s so far, Clairception moved to Vancouver, Washington to live on a hippie commune, and also Mount Shasta, California to explore his abilities as a shaman and to work as a crystal keeper at Crystal Keepers.
Heaven high, heaven high, heaven high there. Only at Rainbow City do we perceive all these golden rainbow kitties. Why not? Oh yeah, ecstatic dance tonight. Guess what though? If you don't come to ecstatic dance tonight, just know that there's gonna be a big party. And where is it gonna be? It's gonna be here, tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a fire spinning drum circle, and you might want to invite all your fire spinning friends and bring them over to Rainbow City, because it's fun here. Yeah.
Melt with the collective mind all the timeless time. And you'll realize the greatest crime is the crime of the self. That you're somehow impoverished and broke. Oh, that's just a cosmic joke. When you melt with this collective mind, all the timeless time, you'll feel this sunshine ineffably, blissfully sublime. Woo! Realize that you're so much more than you've ever been taught. Now is the time to relinquish all fear-based self-sabotaging thoughts. This life truly is a paradox. The way out is in and the way in is out. May you release all doubt. That is a basis of energetic drought, you see. And then realize this life is but a sacred mirror. Operate from the highest vibrational tiers. Be enveloped by God's musical, angelic sphere. And then you'll get teleported. We are free, we are free, we are free. I love you. God bless you, now and for eternity.
Since the creation of this video, I have recently gotten in contact with Clairception once again on Facebook Messenger, and I'm just gonna completely read out all of our chat logs. If you remember me, I am one of the youngins that you spread your knowledge to in Gresham in 2018. I recently had an awakening, and I want to learn more of your knowledge. Knowing and rewatching your poem of truth, I finally understand. I love you, brethren. I realize now that everything has already happened, thus playing out the memory of God's timelessness, thus things hard beyond ego's inherited constructs, ideas of right and wrong, thus accepting all that is as it is, blesses one true oneness where love is to be realized. We heart made of the essence of love, and in love we do not judge but rather realize all is perfect beyond layers of misperception. Where do you currently reside? If you're able to love even the darkest of appearances, you're impervious to the world of illusion. Can we meet up and do mushrooms? Because everything is energy at its core, and love is truth and fear is the liar. I can recall one of my friends who was subjected to the burglary attempt where the robber pointed a gun at her face. She realized in the moment, with no fear in the field of awareness, that what was happening was an illusion, that the darkness was an illusion. She told him, "This is an illusion." All that darkness he was projecting onto her ultimately came back to him, and he scurried away. Wow! Fear is an illusion. Love is impervious to all darkness. My love for all has been enhanced. Are you omnipotent? Referring to the mushroom inquiry. I would, brethren, but my body temple is currently dealing with a cold. I wish not have you sick. I understand, wishing good healing upon you. My body temple isn't omnipotent, but the God Self is. Interesting. The God Self is what we get to surrender to. Then its perfect plan devoid of judgment and suffering is the blessed life we unfold. This is Jesus' realization. That he did not come as God, but God came as him. This is the true meaning of Christ. And God came up as all of us? God playing as the body temple. Or we are? The ego, edging God out, is the aspect of life that belies itself to be separate and in control. It's not God. The ego is an illusion and thus an illusionist. So it's not all of us, but more we are all one, and that is God. Our body temple is DOG. Go dreamy, go dogeny. Very intriguing. God is all things. Even the ego is of God. But God is able to be as the infirmity that the ego is. To be lost in the illusion of the smaller self's control and separation. The ego is fractured energy of God. The Christ is wholly whole and complete. You don't come as God, but God comes as you when you surrender to the perfect plan that it has for the body temple that is its instrument. Bro, seriously, once you realize everything has happened, you no longer take another ego seriously. It can no longer harm you, because you know the ego is just playing out its script, instead of being lost in the script. You realize you're now the one reading the script. So, very interesting. Do you believe we're all put here in this reality to realize our predestined path? Everyone comes here to wake up to the degree they're meant to, however that looks for them. Where I am at, I see beyond the layers of misperception, and I see the perfection of it all. I see even the ego as perfectly lovable. This doesn't mean I'm subjugated to its mistreatment. It means I realize in love I am impervious to the lies. A lie is living in ego. Love is accepting all that is as it is, seeing the perfection of all that is as it is. Then you cannot be harmed in spite of what is presented, because in love you're claimed by the kingdom of heavenly rapturous light. When you turn on a light switch and all darkness dissipates away. But to expect someone should wake up is the ego seeking to control another's destiny that is already preset. Love is devoid of egoic control. This is about waking yourself up, and then your journey unfolds in perfect ways. Again, you can believe in the lies of the movie script, or you can realize you're ready for it. Allow God to claim the eternity of your being. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you think that the greatest purpose in life is to spread the knowledge to all so that we may all ascend within our greatest selves? Be still and know. We are here to reflect and emanate the divine self that expresses unique to our own life pattern. We let go and then we shall know. Thinking is the small self. Knowing is the true self. There is only the now, the eternal now, where all things are supplied. Do you have any book suggestions? So as to awaken your true self and thoughts, and your actions can join as one dynamic expression of the God self. Paul Selig, look him up, an incredibly profound channeler. Ultimately, the book within is where true realization is found.
Heaven abounds, not the least bit wicked. Let it fill every crevice at the cost of living livid. Heaven abounds, not the least bit timid. Let every heartbeat sing, effortlessly committed. Heaven abounds, not the least bit afflicted. Be as heaven, you are heaven, not the least bit afflicted.
I had a 12-gram mushroom trip years ago. Also, do you think there's a possibility that we can rendezvous sometime soon after you're cold so I can reconnect you in a non-juvenile way and truly take in all that you were there to teach before? Long story short, I woke up out of complete ego darkness, which I was paralyzed by, and woke up into the God Self, where I knew the ego was an illusion. The God Self, I, you, we are, is the grand designer of this all, and it's all God Self's creation. That poem was great. I was not thinking in the experience. My thoughts and actions were conjoined as one dynamic expression. Poetry was flowing out effortlessly. I woke up into heaven. Everything else was an illusion. So you're part angel and part ascended master in form. All of the ideas of unworthiness and fear, which are programs of the government's agenda to perpetuate schisms and divisions of the human race, we are released. I am ineffable. Soul, heart, you, my beloved sacred mirror. Indeed, Archangel Sandalphon is my soul, but even Sandalphon is an expression of God. I am representation of God. In truest essence, everything is God. Before the soul was birthed, you were God. In this dimension, the spirit, soul, body get to come as one dynamic expression of all that is infinite, love and power. Do not be seduced by the appearances of the world, for everything lacking love is simply an illusion of the script of life. You heart free, you heart free, you heart free. Allow God to fully claim you, without an expression of how that should look. Then your life unfolds in perfect ways. Your true self has nothing to prove, for it is fully absorbed in the heaven itself. Having a majestically beautiful, timeless time, be willing to engage in the direct experience of existence. So don't be consumed by the sins of this reality. And know the script of life is transpiring perfectly for your highest evolution. Sin, sucking idiotic nuts. Satan's idiotic nuts. Yes, I remember you said that in one of your recent videos on Facebook. So that was my story with Clairception Melchizedek, and I'm sure, I know deep down, that this story will continue as years go by, because, as I mentioned, he is almost omnipotent. He will always reappear, and he will always be there at random times to spread a message. And I sure hope you have your Clairception Melchizedek in your life. And if there isn't, then you should find one.